Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Level Grinding the Daily Hustle. I am Rachel Bastarache Bogan, and I'm an entrepreneur here in Denver. Right now, I am in the middle of breakfast. It is just after 9 o'clock, and I am diving into my Wonder Work block. The beauty of all of the work that I did on Saturday is that I actually have some direction now for this block, and I have an idea that I'm going to start working on today, so I'm really excited about it. But you might also be wondering what happened to day 95. All this and more. Hang on a second. It is after my first work block of the day, which is my Wonder Work, and it is also near the end of my very first break for the day. I have my laundry on, took the dog out, so I'm ready to get started for work here now at 11 o'clock. So back to this whole question. What actually happened yesterday, and why is there no day 95 like there normally is for the weekend? Well, one very simple reason. As you all know, I have been cutting and editing and doing all of the video work for this YouTube show on my phone. And for the past, oh good grief, like probably 6 months, I have been experimenting with making videos on my phone. And since the middle of October, I have been using my phone consecutively every single day all the way up until 95 days to get these things online. Now, over the past few months, especially over the past few weeks since Christmas, Adobe Clip, which is the app that I use, has been glitching. And the glitch that started yesterday meant that my video for Saturday did not get uploaded until yesterday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, usually these things are uploaded the night before. They are usually edited and up, and so by 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm usually able to get them online. But that did not happen. My phone would not compile. I'm actually having a really serious issue with Adobe Clip as a continuous YouTube solution on the mobile phone. So I am in the process of looking for a new app. By day 100, my goal is to actually have a nice big fat review as to like what went wrong, what is working, what didn't work, and not only posting that on my own site, but also posting that to Adobe and being like, hey, like here's the reason why I'm quitting. I've been a huge user and this is why this is not working. So that's all on the list. But yeah, because of that, not only was my phone like still uploading, the way that Adobe Clip works is that as long as you are using the app to either render out a video or upload it to YouTube, you can't use your phone. Like seriously, you cannot use your phone. Adobe Clip does not work in the background. So that meant no shooting for yesterday as well. So we are picking up today. It is now day 96. This is also going to count as day 95. Well, maybe it's going to be day 95 and tomorrow will be day 96. I feel really weird skipping one because it's not exactly 100 days straight in a row. But I also don't like the idea of making this be day 96 without having something in between or moving, I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure this out. For right now, it's time to get to work, and that means going through my 12-week year, seeing how good I did last year, and also setting out the tasks for both this week and today. Okay, first up, I thought I would give you a look at how well I did last week in terms of my 12-week year. It's not as nice as I would like. 53.73. This is still like on average when you look at previous months and previous year scores. That's not terrible, but I am not necessarily making a whole lot of progress. Like for example, my leads list and my, what do you call this? My second goal is only looking at 33.33%, which is not a really good thing. I don't know why my phone won't like lock focus here. There we go, that should work. So yeah, that's not good. My weight has also gone up. That's terrible. And the beauty of this is that I know why. Like I didn't mark down any of the particulars here, but if you look at the numbers, like this is what the actual things are. And so like when it comes to limiting my carb and sugar intake, that was terrible. I did not drink nearly enough water. And the thing about like goal 1, for example, is that it's be healthy and rested. So the good thing is that I have rested by reading, I have rested by making art, by spending time in prayer, meditation, walking, that's all good. But in terms of like the other part of this goal, the weight goal, nope, not making good progress. Work, I also did not reach out to my leads list like I'm supposed to. So my little 1% gain per day thing right there is not happening. So this is like major on my to-do list this week. And I also did not finish out one of the things I was supposed to do. I'm supposed to prep my monthly Facebook posts on every month. Last week was the month that I was supposed to do it. Everything is prepared, I just don't have it loaded up yet. So the scheduling part is not done. That's why this is marked at 50%. The good news, though, is that I actually made some serious progress on my wonder work. 60% means I did it 3 days. I actually did some on Saturday. That's what boosted this to 60%. Otherwise, I did it on Monday and Tuesday. And I really considered what I did on Saturday, the wonder work, and kind of just resetting what I'm doing for this and how I'm going to start incorporating more storytelling, both into this particular 12-week year, but also for the rest of 2018. So out of all that stuff that happened on Saturday and just trying to figure out what to do, I have decided that I'm going to attempt making a short little mini film every week. So basically by the end of this time next year, I want to have 52 of these. I'm going to give myself the leeway that says if something ends up needing to take 2 weeks, that's fine. But the goal is to try and create something small, something no longer than 3 minutes, that explores a concept, explores an idea, explores a person. Something that's really critical to me as a person and as a storyteller, and I've told people this a lot, about the kind of stories that I like to tell. They are about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. I like telling fiction. I like writing fiction. Matter of fact, I like to write short sci-fi every once in a while. But I don't want to make films about short sci-fi, and I don't really want to make fictional films either. Like, I could, but I'd much rather like to do something a little bit more creative and try and learn more about the world around me. So this, today is the first day kind of pursuing that idea. I've decided to take Mondays and to focus on an idea, come up with some sort of a script, do the research that's necessary to put together whatever that idea is. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, start working on like all the shooting, trying to figure out what shots I need, figuring out like what do I have to do, and then hopefully by the end of the day on Friday, have everything out. And that's a 5-day turnaround. And that means I got to work fast, I got to work hard, and if I'm going to produce something that makes people sit up and take notice, I got to be really good at it. So I read this really interesting quote from Aristotle yesterday, and I got to pull it up because it was really cool, and I thought it was telling in terms of what is actually going on and why I'm doing this. If I am a storyteller, then I need to practice being a storyteller, and getting work in terms of an editor does not always mean that I get to be a storyteller. I'm telling somebody else's story, which is fine, but I need to practice this on my own. And so Aristotle says, we are what we repeatedly do. Yeah, we are what we grammar and punctuation, it makes everything. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. And so taking this to the idea is that if I want to get good at something, I got to make it a habit. And so this attempt at 52 mini films is part of making that habit. So we'll see how we do. And if we're all lucky, I will have something to show you by Friday. Okay, it is just a little bit after 12:30, which is when I have lunch. Hooray! And I got all of my leads done, which is fantastic, so I can move on to that and then schedule all of this stuff. So that'll be great. I responded to business cards. Yeah, first work block of the day is a success. Now it's time to go grab some lunch because I am hungry. You know what I love best about the way that I structure my day? It's that I feel like I have time to do like the little stuff that needs to get done, like taking the dog out, like doing laundry, and I don't have to feel guilty about doing it. It's extremely helpful, especially when you work from home, because otherwise things like dishes and laundry just pile up and they make you feel stressed out, like you can't get to everything. When you're at the office, at an office, you don't really have to worry about that, but all that stuff is waiting at home, and so it's out of sight, out of mind. And when you work at home, it's not out of sight, out of mind. So I'm just really thankful for that. I'm about to finish out my lunch break here. So yeah, just want to talk a bit about that. Are you done? Come on, let's go. Let's go inside. It is currently 15 minutes into my work block. I have finished getting the laundry, and now I'm going to fold it, which doesn't exactly feel like a rest block, but again, this goes back to that idea of like, these are things that need to get done, and once they're done, I don't have to think about them, and I can rest, and like not worry about the fact that I've got a pile of laundry sitting on my bed. And 3:30, back at it. It's now time to queue up my Facebook posts for February. Hooray, moving right along. Blog posts are scheduled. I'm going to prep some checks for deposit later on tonight. And I'm hopefully going to start into the Creative Mornings edit from last week. The video that was shot on Friday, and it is just past 4 o'clock. Fantastic. So it is, it's actually well after 4:30, but I have been working on getting this project for Creative Mornings set up. Had a bit of an issue importing these files to begin with. My computer didn't want to read them in Premiere CS6, so I moved on to Premiere Pro CC, the Creative Cloud, which I'm not necessarily opposed to. This is going to give me some good experience editing in this program. The layout is slightly different, so it's nice finally getting a chance to muck around in here and actually learn how to cut in this when I'm not on somebody else's dime. But there is only one issue. I can't log into the back end of the Creative Mornings website to get the media files that I need in order to actually start cutting this and cut all of the intro together. So I'm going to lop off the ends and at least find Nick's interview and go from there. Not interview, his talk, and at least get this in the timeline. That will make things a little bit easier because that part will only be done. It won't really take that long though, so in terms of saving time, negligible. Okay, so that only took me all of about like 5.5 minutes. I like using title slates sometimes to leave some notes for myself, so yeah, that's what that is. It'll be gone in the final video, but I started. That's really all I need to be able to say. It's the end of the day, and I'm getting ready to head for bed. One of the things that I'm finding challenging in this particular 12-week year is that I'm entering my 4th week, and although my numbers say that I have progress, I don't really feel like I have a whole lot of efforts for it. Like, I'm trying to find more editing work, I need to get more clients, and the reality is that I do have a bunch more people that I'm talking to now, which is great, but I don't have any real work yet. So that's making me feel a little uncomfortable. I am making money this month because of the work that I'm doing for my clients, but it's not the editing work that I want to do. So I have some more further thoughts on this, what happens when your goals aren't quite getting where they want to be, but I gotta think about it, so I'll be exploring this topic a little bit more in tomorrow's video. But in the meantime, I hope this made up for the fact that I didn't have something for yesterday. So this is going to count as day 95. I'll just go 101 days for my 100 first videos every single day doing this. I have a feeling at day 100 and after that I need to revisit some of these things, but we'll get to that in just a few more days. Ah! Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. If you like the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, click the subscribe button. And for those of you who have been commenting and sharing on this journey every single day, thank you so much. I love you. You guys are amazing. I love dialoguing with you and having your feedback. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.